parenting is hard, don't have to tell you that, and it can only get harder when your kids hit their teenage years. Chantal Besson is the author of Parenting Your Teens Without Losing Your Cool, a survival guide to get you through the teen years alive. And she joins us on Morning Live. Good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
This is much needed advice from when our lovable kids turn into aliens. Right?
100%.
How many kids do you have?
We have 3. They're older though now, 32, 30.
But you've been there.
Yeah, we've definitely been there and done that.
How many times have you lost your cool?
Every day, daily, multiple times. That's why I wrote the book.
Yeah, and a lot of it is about that. It is okay to lose your cool sometimes. Expand on that.
Yeah, that's the bottom line. It's not only okay, but it's natural and normal and human to lose your cool, right? So I think that as parents, we often get caught on that loop of, oh my gosh, I've got to be perfect. Oh, I've blown it. Now I'm really a terrible parent. And we get caught up in that whole dialogue and narrative. And then we kind of start to pull away from our kids because we think we're doing it all wrong. And then there ends up being that dynamic of not having a close-knit relationship with them. So the reality is you're going to lose your cool, acknowledge that you've done it, tell them that you're sorry that you've blown it, and then move forward from there.
Yeah, own it and give yourself some grace. Yeah, and also the book is about parents too, and just putting yourself first as well, because you've got many roles to fill as a partner and as a parent. So there's a lot of self-care in this book as well.
Well, yeah, and that's key, right? Parent, you've been there, you know that it's very easy to lose yourself as you get caught up in all the roles that you play outside of yourself. So I tell parents, I call them back to themselves. I call them back to nurture yourself first, because the reality is if you do a good job and you do it right, your kids are going to leave you eventually, and then you're left with yourself and you're left with your relationship. And if you haven't taken care of that, you're going to be in a difficult spot to come out of. So it's really, really essential that you got to put yourself first in order to take care of your kids. That's why they say put your oxygen mask on first when you're in a plane.
Yeah. Now, this has caused many sleepless nights for parents, because we're trying to be cool, but we worry about our kids' safety as well. What kind of advice do you offer up?
Yeah, well, and especially nowadays, right, with social media, there's all kinds of ways for us to worry and lose sleep. So I just really encourage parents to have an open dialogue and have a close relationship with their kids, and let your kids know that you're on their side and that you remember being a teen too. And you had, you butted over the things that were cool that they wouldn't let you do. And just remind them that everything that you do is coming from love, that you love them, that you want the best for them, that you're on their side, and that really, really at the end of the day, you're in their corner and you want to see them get through their teen years thriving and healthy and happy and with solid, strong friendships and relationships that hopefully they can carry on into their adult years. So really, as parents, it's all about open communication and being honest with your kids about why you make the rules and why you think the way you think. And they don't have the life experience that we have, and remind them that without lording it over them. That's the key.
Right. You mentioned social media. There's so many pitfalls, and the oldie, drugs and alcohol, but social media and just sex and gender identity and so many issues to tackle. How much is covered in the book?
I cover it all. I speak to things that I've experienced firsthand with our children. And obviously for us, our daughters are female. They all identify as female. So we didn't have to actually cross that. I encourage parents, as always, if you don't know something, if something is new to you, get help, seek advice. And the beautiful thing about being in Ontario is we have a lot of awesome social services that are just a phone call away. So if you find yourself in a situation as a parent where you never thought you'd be, such as, gender identity, reach out, seek advice from people who have gone there and have successfully helped their children transition, and get the help that you need. Don't try, nobody has to be a hero. You don't have to try to go through these things alone. And social media, I'm a big advocate for, if you've got children under 16 years old, it's really, really important that you understand if you're going to let them be on social media, there's a whole world out there that is completely different. Kids are getting their identity stolen, their likeness is being stolen, and porn sites are being set up. There's a lot happening, so educate yourself.
Issues. Yeah, but a great resource is your book, Parenting with Teens Without Losing Your Cool. We'll link up your website at chch.com for more info on how to get the book. Thanks so much, Chantal Besson.